What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Jim Graphics. In today's video I'll be teaching you guys how to design this simple but unique invite in coreldraw. If you're new, consider subscribing by clicking on the red button below and turn on the bell icon in order not to miss any of my future upload. Coming over here guys, these are the stock images we'll be working with. I'm gonna put the link of all this in the down description below for you guys to check it out and make use of it. So I've taken out my time to take out all this background we'll be making use of in this design. Alright, so actually I'm not going to put this picture for you, this particular one. I'm not going to put it guys for you. You can get any picture of your choice and make use of it. All right, so as you can see, we're going from this to this. All right, and we're going from this to this. All right, so without any further delay, let's get straight to the video. Welcome to coreldraw guys. So the size we'll be working with is 7 by 4.5 inches. So if you don't know how to change your size in coreldraw, come over to this drawing unit and change this to inches. All right, so locate your page dimension. So we're going to change this to 7 by 4.5, then press enter on your keyboard, and this is what you're going to have. So the next thing we're going to do is bring in our rectangle tool and draw this way. All right, so once you do that, as you can see, we're not getting this right, but what we're going to do is we're going to change this size to 7 by 4.5 inches and press enter. So click or press letter P on your keyboard to fit it to the frame. As you can see, it's not fitted to frame, so press letter P. I just did mine, so boom, as you can see guys, it has fitted itself to the frame. So earlier we had a black stroke, this is a black stroke. All right, so to remove this black stroke, just come over to this sign over here, right click on it and select this set outline color. If you're not using this version guys, I'm sorry, you're not going to see this. Once you right click on that, it's going to take itself off. All right, so if you want to upgrade your version, you can DM me on Instagram. I'm going to flash the handle on this screen. All right guys, so just click on this and boom guys, that's taking itself out. So what we're going to do is just press letter P to take it back to the frame. So what we're going to do now is import our stock images for this tutorial. So if you want to import your stock images, all you need to do is just right click over here and select imports. The shortcut is Ctrl I, or come over to your file on your menu bar and locate imports. All right, so click on imports and wait for it to load. Now locate where your file is safe. All right, so I'm going to come over to this and come over to this folder. Then I'm going to select all of these files which we will be working with. All right, don't forget guys, I'm going to put the link of all this for you guys. So we're going to place all of this here. All right, so once we're done with that, so I'm going to leave this here, and now what we're going to do now is import our text. So this is the text we'll be working with. All right, so I'm going to select all using Ctrl A, then use Ctrl C to copy it. All right, then come over to your coreldraw and select your text tool on your tools bar. Click on this text tool, then come over to this and click over here. As you can see, our cursor is blinking here. Then what you're going to do is you're going to paste this using Ctrl V this way. So I'm going to give it a white color so we can basically see the text. So I'm going to reduce the font size to something 9 and leave this here. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to arrange this background, all right, which we'll be making use of. So I'm going to bring this background and scale this up this way. All right, so actually the client said they want something gold, they want to make use of something gold and royalty that depicts royalty. So they mentioned gold. All right, so which made me download it. I download this this cotton and this crow, but we'll make use of it anyway. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to blur this background. So as you can see, it's kind of sharp, so I'm going to blur this background. And to do this, come over to your effects, locate blur. If you're using a lower version, just go to your bitmap, locate creative, then under creative you're going to see blur. Then under blur you see Gaussian blur. So come to your effects, point to blur, Gaussian blur, and wait for it to load. So I'm going to reduce this to, okay, let's say, all right, so 15.2 is fine, so I'm going to leave that to that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip this background. I want this side to face the right and this side is facing the left. So what I'm going to do is come over to your property bar. All right, so locate your mirror tool, your mirror on your property bar. So select this one to point it to this direction. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to right click on this and place it into this frame. So right click this way, select power clip, then this arrow is going to come up. So basically what you're going to do is just point it to this box, this frame or the box we have here, and click on this. Now what you're going to do now is right click on this and select edit power clip, because it's not actually fitted to frame. All right, so want to fill it up, want to fill up the background here. So what you're going to do now is right click and select edit power clip. All right, so as you can see, we just have this background selected. So this one, no matter how you try, you can select this for now. So what you're going to do is just place this here and scale this up a bit. All right, so once you're done with that, you can basically leave that and click on finish, and boom guys, this is what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to bring in here is this curtain, which I have. So I'm going to scale this up. All right, I'm going to scale this up this way, place it just right there, and right click on this and power clip it into the frame. All right, by selecting power clip, just right click, select power clip. All right, then place it in here and leave that just right there. So the next thing we're going to do guys is I'm going to bring in this image. All right, right click on it and select power clip, then place it into the frame. All right, so what I'm going to do now is right click again and select edit power clip. So to fit in this to this spot here, so I'm going to just place this right there. All right, I'm going to just place this right there, and we're going to leave that to that. We can see guys, the image is matured enough. The photographer did a good job here. So we don't have much to do on this image, just to leave that to that. So I'm going to click on finish, and this is what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this stuff here. All right, so basically I'm going to duplicate this way. All right, let's leave this here. We'll make use of it later on, so let's just leave that here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my shape tool, select my shape tool and draw this way. All right, then I'm going to push this up. All right, so place this in here, and we're good with that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to scale this up this way. All right, so I'm going to scale this up basically just right there, and as you can see guys, I want this stuff to get to this point, so I'm not going to just come over and just drag this way. It will spoil the image there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy this and paste it just right there. All right, so once you do that, you're going to see you have double of this. All right, so what I'm going to do now is basically just draw this way. All right, why I'm doing this is because I don't want you to be confused, because there are ways to do this, but this is the perfect way I'm going to show you guys, which you're not going to get confused. So we're going to just drag this. All right, we're going to just drag this, make sure is once you get to the spot you want it to be, just leave it just right there. And all right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select my shape tool. All right, so I'm going to just draw this, bring this to this spot. All right, and just leave that there for now. Now select this one and copy it, paste it again. We have 3 of that. Now select this one. All right, and bring this here. All right, now cut this one, bring it here. Then what you're going to do now is cut this one, take it to this part. All right, then use this and fill this up this way, just right there, and you can basically take this up. As you can see, we have a sharp corner here. So basically what you're going to do is just select your transparency tool and just fade out this part this way, just right there. As you can see, now you can group this and you can basically bitmap it so that it's not going to lag our system or lag anything we're doing here. So just select, go to your bitmap. All right, go to your bitmap, select convert to bitmap, then color mode, select RGB, and make sure your resolution is at 300. Then click on OK, and this is what you're going to have. As you can see, we have it that long now. So what we're going to do now is I'm basically going to bring in the text now. So I'm going to bring in the text. All right, so I'm going to bring in this text. So I'm going to call out this one and paste it here. All right, so I'm going to use Ctrl K to break this apart. Ctrl K on your keyboard, Ctrl plus K. All right, K for Kelvin, and I'm going to select this, highlight it, use Shift plus F3 on your keyboard, then select uppercase, then click on OK. Now what you're going to do is basically place this over here and change the font to SQL. All right, so I'm going to select SQL. Kudos to these guys creating this font, because the names of this font are funny. I don't know if it's not funny to you. It's actually funny to me though. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to scale this up this way and leave that to that. All right, so let's just leave this over here. So basically not that much. We're just going to leave that to that. And so I'm going to bring this one, scale this up. So this stuff is kind of long, so I'm going to just, first of all, let's change the fonts. We're going to change the fonts to Times New Roman, and basically put our cursor here. We're going to divide it from thanks and giving, in between the thanks and giving. All right, so we're going to press enter this way. What I did was put in my cursor here and press enter this way. All right, so what I'm going to do now is highlight everything using Ctrl A, then use Shift and plus F3 to change the case to uppercase. Uppercase means capital letter, guys, capital letter or capital letter. All right, so let me add I here because this is not correct. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place this here, then go to your property bar and select your alignment, then change to center alignment, or you can basically highlight and do Ctrl E. It will do the same work for you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select my shape tool, then reduce this spacing this way, and we're going to scale this up this way and leave that just right there. All right guys, so this is basically what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this stuff. If you remember guys, in the past we made use of this this stuff here. If you don't remember guys, and if you remember, congratulations. So I'm going to make use of this in this video. So basically this stuff here, we can make use of it now. We can change the color because as you can see I'm applying colors to it. It's not applying. All right, so what you're going to do now is I'm going to extract this from this background, this white background. So to do this, come over to your bitmap, select mode, black and white, and click on OK. Make sure your conversation mode is on line art. All right, sometimes you can come, you see it on all that, you see Jarvis, you can see Stocky, we can see a lot of it. And first of all, let's select line art. All right, so click on OK and come over to your trace bitmap on your property bar. All right, select line outline trace, then line art, and wait for it to load guys. All right, so as you can see, it's loading over here. We have the estimated time, but it's taking too long. All right, now we have the before and this is the after. All right, so now if you zoom out, you can see. So what you're going to do now is just click on OK, and you can remove this and delete this one. Now you can ungroup this just to remove this white particle which we don't want to use. And now what you're going to do guys is we're going to just scale this down this way and place it here. So let's give it a white color so we can see. Now basically guys, what we're going to do now is I'm going to flip this this way. All right, let me check this up, sorry. All right, so I'm going to just take this up. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip this to the right using my mirror tool, just as we did earlier, this way. Now this is what we're going to have. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place this one here. All right, I'm going to place this just right there. Now place this here just to start up the curve from the V. All right, and the curve here from to the L. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select this. While selecting this, hold your control on your keyboard, then select this, or sorry, hold your shift, sorry. So hold this and hold your shift, then select this one. Now you've selected both of this, and what you're going to do is go to your property bar and select weld. So as you can see, it says combining objects into a single curve. All right, so once I select this, it will combine all of this into a single curve. If you don't understand, guys, this is what I mean. We have this before, we have this. So these different particles or different objects. So if you select, hold your shift and select this one, now we have this now. So if you select the world, now as you can see, we have everything as one, now as one curve. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my shape tool, and I'm going to delete some of this node just to align this, as you can see, just as simple as that. So as you can see, this is kind of bad. We can basically remove this, and boom, guys, delete this one. As you can see, it's a it went well, as you can see, guys. So we're going to come over to this one, select our shape tool, and we're going to delete this one. Okay, let's delete this carefully. All right, so that is it, guys. So as you can see, delete this one and delete this one. Now as you can see the curve, guys, so this is Thanksgiving. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select this one, duplicate it, and bring it over here. All right, so I'm going to select this one, then right click on it and place it into this text this way. Now right click on it and select edit power clip, just to arrange your background. All right, so this is what you're going to have, guys. So I'm going to bring in this one again and right click and power clip it into this one. All right, so I'm going to right click and select edit power clip, then we're going to arrange this one this way. All right, so why I'm doing this one is just to get this gold feel here. So I don't want to just start creating these colors from scratch. All right, so this is what you are going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to cut this text, paste it here. All right, then I'm going to use Ctrl K on my keyboard just to break this text apart, and I'm going to highlight this, use Shift plus F3 on my keyboard and use uppercase, then click on OK. Then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change the font to sequel. All right, so I'm going to come over to this and take this up a bit. Then I'm going to bring this one. All right, take it up, and what I'm going to do now is change the font, and the font will be making use of is Trajan Pro. All right, so this is what we are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to scale this up this way. But first of all, let's select all of this and kind of reduce this. All right, so I'm going to take this one here, and I'm going to give it center alignment, Ctrl plus E on your keyboard. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select this and break it apart. All right, so basically what you're going to do is scale this up this way. All right, I'm going to scale this up just right there, and we're going to leave that to that, and we're going to scale this one just right there and leave that to that. So I'm going to just take this one to the left, just right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this one up a bit and take this one up a bit, and I'm going to group this one and copy this, then power clip it into this one we have. All right, so I'm going to just highlight and select power clip. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to paste it into this frame, then edit power clip just to adjust the background. All right, so this is what you are going to have, guys. So as you can see, guys, we're having this golden text here just by making use of this gold background. We're not applying any colors. As you can see, guys, we're not applying colors. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in this stuff here, place it here. All right, so I'm going to go to my bitmap, select mode, then black and white, just the way we did. To extract from this white background, go to your trace bitmap, then align trace, line art, and wait for it to load. So we're having before and we're having after here. So click on OK, and you can delete the white one which we have here. So what you're going to do is just give it the white color for now, and scale it up a bit. And what you're going to do is ungroup it and click on weld on your property bar, and just leaving you with just that. So I'm going to copy this one also. All right, so everything we're doing here is just gold, and I'm going to just select this and select power clip, then place it into this frame. Then as you can see, we're having some white stuff here, so we're going to edit power clip by right clicking on it and select this, and you can basically scale this up this way and leave that. So what I'm going to do now is basically click on finish, and this is what you're going to have, guys. So I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to reduce this way, just right there. So I'm going to take this up. All right, so once you do that, I'm going to bring in this one. All right, and place it over here. But before we do that, I'm going to select my rectangle tool and draw a box this way. All right, then I'm going to give it just this light yellow. So once I do that, I'm going to remove the stroke or the outline. So once you do that, you're going to cut this using Ctrl X, then right click and select edit power clip, then paste it into the frame and select the image and use shift plus page up to take it up, and click on finish, and this is what you're going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is let's keep this here, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in this one, cut it, go into the frame, paste it here, and what I'm going to do is use my shape tool. All right, and I'm going to bring this one down this way. So basically, guys, all I just needed is just this space, just from here to this. All right, so I'm going to just cut this way, cut this one just right there, and I'm going to just scale this up this way. All right, so just take this up this way. So guys, it's not actually advisable to like scale images just the way I just did, but the reason why I did this one is because it's not noticeable. It's not going to be noticeable, just is because it's just the line I needed. All right, so I'm going to select this image and use shift plus page up to bring it forward and click on finish. So this is the result we're going to have. So as you can see, the line is kind of looking just perfect the way it is. All right, so I'm going to just take this one up a bit and bring in this text, place it here. All right, so I'm going to change the font to sequel. All right, so basically select this and use Ctrl plus E, or come over to this alignment and use center alignment. As you can see over there is Ctrl plus E. So what you're going to do now is just make sure it's aligned to the middle and leave that to that. And what you're going to do now is I'm going to copy this again. All right, and right click on it and select power clip, then place it into this text. So once you do that, as you can see, is kind of looking awkward there. So what you're going to do is right click on it and select edit power clip, just to edit the text as we did earlier in the previous ones. Basically what we're doing this is just to get that gold texture there. And the last thing, okay, not the last, but what we're going to do now is we're going to bring in this one. All right, we're going to copy this, the reception date and venue and address. We're going to copy that and keep it there, just right there. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to bring in this one. All right, change the font to sequel. Okay, but sequel, but this one is kind of much bold, so I need something lighter. All right, so I'm going to use something light. All right, just give me something light, All right, so let's go down a bit. All right, and this is fine, guys. So we're going to just select this and highlight that just right there, and we're going to place this here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one. All right, and paste it just right there, then use my rectangle tool and draw this way. All right, I'm going to draw this way and leave that to that. So I'm going to give it a black so we can see. Now I'm going to use my eyedropper tool and pick up a color here. All right, then just give it this color, and what I'm going to do is just bring this one here. All right, use shift plus page up to bring it forward and give it this color, the light yellow color we have, and this is what you are going to have, guys. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to bring in this one, and that's the color of the day. All right, give it a black color. All right, so I'm going to break this apart, change the font to this equal the light one. All right, so color of the day, I'm going to just leave this one and change the font to this, and we're going to reduce the font, just keep it just right there, and we're going to leave that to that. And what we're going to do is bring in this freehand tool and just draw a line over here, give it a black color, and just leave that to that, guys. So basically, guys, this is how we made this, and this is how we made this invitation card in coreldraw. So the next thing we're going to do is create an envelope for this. All right, so we're going to create an envelope for this, but before then, let me just take this up a bit. All right, so we're going to create an envelope just for this invitation card. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring this one and go to page 2. So I'm going to cut this, copy this, then I'm going to delete this one, then I'm going to go to page 2. To add a page in coreldraw, just come over to this sign, this plus sign here, and click on it. Then we're on page 2. So I'm going to paste this one here and keep this here. So since we're using this size, so the size we'll be using in for the envelope will be 8.5. all right, so once you put your envelope inside, once you put your stuff into the envelope, it's going to look just perfect. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select my rectangle to draw this way, choose 8.5, then I'm going to remove the fill color. So I'm going to just reduce this so we can see. Basically, guys, this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to copy this background we have here, copy it, and I'm going to paste this here. All right, so I'm going to right click and select power clip, just put it in here, just right there, and that's what we're going to have. So first of all, let me change this to A3 size. All right, so I'm going to change this to A3 size. That's quite big though. Let me use A4. Okay, that's fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select this. All right, I'm going to select this and basically take this up this way. All right, if you don't understand what I did, guys, this is what I did. I just selected. Okay, let me select just to do it this way. All right, so this is an envelope we're creating, guys. So this is an envelope we're doing. So I'm going to use this one, change it to inches. Then I'm going to select this one and make it 0.8. all right, and that's fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy this image, this background, paste it here, and right click, select power clip, then place it into this one, just to maintain. We're going to maintain the gold we're using and the background we're using. So this is what we are going to have, guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this one, extract it, go to your bitmap, go to mode, black and white. All right, then come to trace bitmap, outline trace, line art. All right, so wait for it to load, and boom, guys, this is what you're going to have. So I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to ungroup it and remove the particles you don't want, and just basically remove the particles you don't want, and select everything, click on weld, and leave that to that. So I'm going to reduce this. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select this one. All right, and right click on it, select power clip, then place it into this frame, right click again and select edit power clip. All right, then I'm going to scale this up this way, just right there, and we're going to bring it this one just right here, and use shift plus page up to bring it forward. All right, so I'm going to right click, I'm going to select this one, hold shift to flip this to the left, yeah, to the left. So I'm going to use this center node and hold my control, then flip this way. All right, so I'm going to just take this way and leave that to that. So I'm going to right click and select power clip and place it into this frame. So this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to just bring this one down. All right, so we're going to bring this one and scale it up down just right there. And what I'm going to do is bring in this one, place it here, and I'm going to type special invitation. So I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to just type special invitation. All right, so once you do that, you can delete this one and basically take this one down, and boom guys, this is what you're going to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this one and change this this radius size, or the corner round size. I'm going to use 5 for this, and I'm going to use 5 for this. And guys, this is what you are going to have. So as you can see guys, as you can see, this is the envelope, and this is the envelope for this design. So for this what I'm going to call it, for this invitation card. So this is the envelope for this invitation card. As you can see guys, this is just it, this is just it right there. So guys, this is how we designed this invitation card and the envelope in coreldraw. So if you have any question guys, please don't forget, drop me a comment in the comment section below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and give this video a like guys. Give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and drop me a comment anywhere you're confused, and see you guys in my next video.